This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. There's been a rapid increase in COVID cases in country over the past few days, forcing many businesses, private and public, to take precautions. Well, the Princess Margaret Hospital is no different. With more, we go to our Tyler Simonet.
Off the heels of the recent spike in COVID-19 cases in country, particularly here in the capital, the Princess Margaret Hospital has commenced prevention protocols. Effective Wednesday, December 29th, 2021, elective surgeries will be suspended. Only emergency procedures will be performed. Only gynecology, orthopedic, fracture and hand clinics will be seen in person at the hospital. All other specialty clinic cases will be conducted via virtual appointments. Hospital management is also restricting all patient visitation. Visitation will be permitted by physicians on a case-by-case basis only. Patients accessing outpatient services at PMH Pharmacy, radiology, or diagnostic imaging services will be managed via the critical care block entrance. COVID protocols will be enforced upon entry, including temperature checks, face mask requirements, hand sanitization, and social distancing while accessing services. The public is reminded that only emergency cases should utilize the PMH Emergency Department at this time. Non-emergency patients should contact their primary care physician or utilize community clinics for care. Reduced hours of operation have commenced at the PMH Family Medicine Agape Clinic and PMH Eye Center Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Patients requiring new appointments or reschedule appointments should contact the PMH Registration and Scheduling Unit by either emailing a copy of the referral or discharge letter to appointments@pmh.phabahamas.org, WhatsApp a clear copy of the referral or discharge letter to 808-9972, or contact the Registration and Scheduling Unit at 808-9972 for further assistance. For JCN News, I'm Tyler Simonet.
Thanks, Tyler. 85 additional cases of COVID-19 confirmed for Sunday, December 26. 81 confirmed here in the capital, 10 of which had a history of travel within 14 days. 1 case confirmed on Grand Bahama, 2 on Bimini and Cat Key, and 1 on Exuma. Active cases are now at 1,383, 18 of which are in hospital, 17 are considered moderately ill, and 1 patient is in intensive care at this time. No additional deaths reported for Sunday. Therefore, the death toll remains at 713, with 38 deaths still under investigation. 1 recovery is also on the books for that day, pushing total recoveries to 21,761. 2 Jamaican nationals are in police custody here in the capital after a large drug seizure in Greater Nagua on Christmas Eve, shortly after 12:30 on Monday afternoon. Officers from the Drug Enforcement Unit transported the 2 males, a 50-year-old and a 34-year-old, to the capital along with 611 pounds of suspected marijuana. Here's Police Press Liaison Officer Assistant Superintendent of Police Audley Peters speaking to the press at Odyssey Aviation.
Friday the 24th of December, officers from the Drug Enforcement Unit along with the U.S. Coast Guard were on routine air patrol in the vicinity of the Great Inagua when they noticed a speedboat beached on the north side of Great Inagua. The officers became suspicious when they saw 2 males standing near this craft. As a result, the aircraft landed in the vicinity of the boat, and when they approached the males, one of the officers noticed a number of packages lying in a low bushy area away from the 2 males.
ASP Peters says that officers became suspicious and a search of that general area was conducted. Here's what the officers discovered.
Discovered 34 packages, some which were white and some which were black. An examination of those packages revealed a substance suspected to be marijuana. Subsequently, those 2 males, who turned out to be Jamaican nationals, were arrested and were brought to New Providence along with the drugs.
It was less than a week ago when officers from the DEU arrested 2 Venezuelan nationals in connection with a $25 million drug bust over on Crooked Island. Reporters asked if there is a connection between the 2 incidents.
There's a possibility, but that's not confirmed at the moment. However, we're grateful that our counterparts, as well as the information that we're receiving, are panning out to cause these drug seizures to occur. And we continue to ask members of the public to assist us in passing on the information so that we may act upon it, and in so doing, we can get these drugs off of the street to cause no further harm and injury to the lives of families and our communities.
The men are expected to appear in court in the coming days following the DEU investigations. The drug seized weighed in at 611 pounds and has an estimated street value of $611,000. General Manager at the Water and Sewage Corporation, Elwood Donaldson, has been placed on paid administrative leave effective immediately and continuing up to Monday, February 28, 2022. WSC's Chairman, Sylvanus Petty, advising in a press statement that the Board of Directors, in consultation with the Minister of Works and Utilities, have placed Mr. Donaldson on paid leave, consequently appointing Mr. Robert Deal as the acting General Manager in the interim. The statement notes that Mr. Donaldson was invited to collect and secure his personal items from the corporation's executive offices earlier on Monday in order to begin his leave. Additionally, in the interim, the board has appointed to the executive management team, effective immediately, Cyprian Gibson, acting deputy general manager, Gregory Stubbs, acting assistant general manager, Family Island Division, Deanne Saunders Adderley, assistant general manager, internal control and compliance, risk and legal, and Loretta Butler Turner, who's the advisor consultant to the board, and Anthony Bostwick, special projects manager, consultant advisor to the chairman's office. Mr. Petty also noting that the board of directors are undertaking a review of outstanding agreements and contracts as it relates to the corporation. For several months, WSC's management union team has continuously called for executives at the corporation to do the right thing and resign. They also call for the removal of Mr. Donaldson. And it's that time again. Jones Communication Network announces its Person of the Year for 2021. Every year for the last 2 decades, JCN has named a Person of the Year in its annual Civil Society Awards. For the year 2021, the Person of the Year is none other than Prime Minister Philip Brave Davis, who also holds the portfolio of Minister of Finance. According to JCN's management team, he has won the hearts and captured the imagination of the majority of the citizens of the Bahamas. In making the announcement, management notes that after his election as party leader of the Progressive Liberal Party, Mr. Davis was able to reverse the devastating defeat that the party suffered in 2017 general elections. He was able to rebuild the machinery of the PLP as a well-oiled juggernaut to regain the control of the government. Then, throughout the past year, he connected with the youth of the nation in a well-organized campaign and gained the support of the electorate. JCN's Chief Executive Officer, Wendell Jones, stated that Mr. Davis's attention to detail and the selection of a diverse slate of candidates and subsequently a dynamic cabinet built a consensus that he had the formula for success and was ready to govern. Within weeks of his election, Prime Minister Davis impressed the Bahamian public, he says, with his performance on the international stage, both at the General Assembly of the United Nations at the COP26 conference in Glasgow, Scotland, where he forcefully put forward the predicament that the Bahamas faces due to climate change. Even his political opponents were impressed by the way he rose to the 2 occasions, Mr. Jones said. The award will be presented to the Prime Minister on Friday, the 21st of January, 2022, in the JCN Media Theater on University Drive. Well, that does it for news this evening. Once again, I'm Leah Cooper, and from all of us here at JCN News, have a wonderful evening, everyone.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.